Good afternoon, Presbyterian Village. It's Sidney Carter with Aegis Therapies. I'm going to be your wellness instructor today, and this is our wellness discussion. Today's wellness discussion is going to be over healthy nutrition and the way that you can stay well by eating healthy. This is a very important topic. I lead a lot of exercise classes and I lead a lot of you residents through exercises, guiding you all through your personal training. But healthy nutrition is a very important part of weight maintenance and just overall health. So let's dive right into it. First off, we want to talk about creating a healthy eating plan and what that entails. A healthy eating plan is going to help you manage weight. And it should include a variety of healthy foods. Healthy eating plan includes a variety of healthy foods as well. When you are making your healthy eating plan, be sure that you're adding a variety of colors to your plate. You should think of it as eating the rainbow, using dark leafy greens, making sure that you're eating lots of different colors like oranges, tomatoes, even including fresh herbs as well. Uh, a lot of people don't think that herbs and the seasoning that you put into your food really matter. They do, and they can give you a lot of health benefits as well. They're loaded with vitamins, fiber, and minerals that a lot of our body processes are dependent upon in order to function properly. Um, think about adding frozen peppers, broccoli, or onions to stews to add some extra nutrients, and also omelets. Makes it gives them a quick, convenient boost of color and nutrients. A healthy eating plan should include a variety of fruits and vegetables. Give me a moment. They should mostly consist of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, low-fat milk, and milk products. It incorporates a variety of protein-rich foods, such as seafood, lean meats, and poultry, eggs, legumes, which are beans and peas, soy products, nuts, and seeds. They're usually low in saturated fats and trans fats, cholesterol, low in sodium, of course, and added sugars. These things make it very hard, especially added sugars can make it very hard to maintain weight. It's because that's going to turn directly into added fat in our bodies, and we don't want any extra fat. Not that we don't need. Oh, and lastly, your healthy eating plan should emphasize your caloric needs. And everybody's caloric needs are different depending on how old you are, your activity levels, and whether you're whatever your sex is. United States Department of Agriculture has offered us a wonderful online widget and app that you can use online in order to monitor your daily calorie needs. And it's gonna be something where you can put in all of your information, all the information that's pertaining to your age, sex, however often it is that you're physically active, because all of these things are gonna be dependent upon how much you need to eat and how much of what you need to eat. And you can visit myplate.gov for more information on this wonderful online tool that you can use to monitor your calorie needs. Moving right along. Like I said before, your personalized food plan is going to be based on your age, sex, height, weight, and your physical activity level. This healthy nutrition isn't the same for every person. So there's going to be a standard daily calorie allowance any way that you look at it, but every single person is different. So your standard daily allowance, you could be going more than that or less than that, but it depends on what your activity level is, what it is that you're doing, because you're expending calories by being physically active. And your height and weight are going to determine your body, your BMI, which is really determined upon how close you are to a healthy weight and how close you are to being obese, which is severely overweight, or even underweight, severely underweight as well. So it's very important to pay attention to this standard daily allowance, but also to pay very close attention to what it is that you're doing throughout the day and making adjustments for however much it is that you are physically active. You have to make an account for that as well. There are certain foods that you can maintain and rotate in your diet, mainly fruits and vegetables, like we said before. And these fruits, with these foods, are going to support your health and your weight maintenance. And some classes of food should be avoided if possible, because these foods can negatively affect your health. For more information, you can visit myplate.gov to learn more about your personalized food plan. We're going to get further into the negative foods that we should avoid and talk more about the foods that we want to make sure that we include in our diets in these next upcoming slides. Okay, first off, we're going to talk about fruits. Fruits are wonderful fresh, frozen, or canned. We want to make sure that we try to keep most of our fruit intake fresh, just because it's going to contain most of those vitamins that we need from them. And fresh is always better if you can afford it. But get some fruits in your diet. However it is that you get it in is great. If it has to be frozen, then that's fine too. Just try to stay away from doing a whole lot of frozen fruits, just because, not frozen fruits. You want to stay away from your canned fruits, because your canned fruits are going to really sometimes have a syrup coated around them. This syrup is going to serve a couple purposes. It's gonna make sure that the fruit is preserved longer, but at the same time, these syrups can contain a lot of added sugars, and that kind of defeats the purpose of eating fruit in the first place, in my opinion. So try fruits that beyond apples and bananas. Try to venture out and eat fruits like mangoes, pineapples, or kiwi fruit. And like I said before, be aware that dried fruits and canned fruits can contain syrups with a lot of added sugar, and we don't need anything like that. Second, we're going to talk about our vegetables. The most important part of this discussion, I think. You should make sure that you add a variety of grilled or steamed vegetables. I prefer the grilled to the steaming, just because the longer that you cook it, it begins to lose the nutrients that are so important in it. The vitamins also, it starts to lose those as well. You steam these vegetables with herbs such as rosemary, or you can pan fry the vegetables in a non-stick pan. with a small amount of cooking spray so as to not add too much oil. Or try frozen or canned vegetables for a quick side dish. Just microwave them and serve them up. Look for canned vegetables without added salt, butter, or cream sauces. And for a variety, try a new vegetable every single week. Another very important source of nutrients is calcium-rich foods and meats. In addition to fat-free and low-fat milk, make sure that you're considering the low-fat and fat-free yogurts. These can come in a variety of flavors and many different brands. And these foods are really great substitutes for, just eating a dessert like a pie or candy or different chocolate. Yogurts can be kind of sweet too. And while they may contain a little bit of added sugar, it won't be nearly as much sugar as pigging out on a whole bunch of sweets, a whole bunch of candy and chocolate and things like that. They don't really serve any meaningful nutritional value. And if your favorite recipe calls for frying fish or breaded chicken, make sure that you try a healthier version by baking or grilling it. Maybe even try dry beans in place of meat. You can ask friends and search the internet or maybe even magazines for recipes with fewer calories. You might be surprised that you may actually enjoy eating the beans over eating the meat, just because there's a lot of meat substitutes out there, namely black bean burgers. I know that's a meat substitute I like. I don't really like the can't believe it's not meat, or it's really escaping my mind right now what it's called, but black bean burgers are a very good substitute just because beans are so good for you. So just research and try something different. Try to add some more variety in your diet, because your body's gonna thank you for it. You take care of it and they'll take care of you. Now we're going to talk about a couple of food choices and classes of food nutrients that we should avoid. Healthy eating is all about balance. You can enjoy your favorite foods, even if they're high in calories, fat, or added sugars. The key to doing all of this enjoyment of these comfort foods is making sure that you only eat them once in a while and you balance them with healthier foods and more physical activity. Some general tips for comfort foods: try to eat them less often. If you normally eat these foods every day, try cutting back to once a week or once a month. Eat smaller amounts. If your favorite higher calorie food is a chocolate bar, have a smaller size chocolate bar, or only eat half of the bar. Put it in a Ziploc bag, put it in the fridge and just leave it. It's going to taste better cold anyway. Well, I like it like that. I don't know about you. But the last tip that I have is trying lower calorie versions of whatever comfort foods that you like, using lower calorie ingredients or prepare food differently. For example, if your macaroni and cheese recipe includes whole milk, butter, and full fat cheese, try remaking it with non-fat milk, less butter, low fat cheese. Fresh spinach and tomatoes too. Just remember not to increase the portion size. Just make sure that you're looking at this recipe and you're fully replacing those things to make sure that you don't mess up what it is that you're cooking. And like I just said, because it's healthier, don't take that as an opportunity to eat more of it. The point is to replace it and have it be a lower calorie option. Some main things to avoid in your diet that you want to make sure that you're paying attention to. Those would be added sugars, saturated fats, your sodium intake, and alcohol consumption. Added sugars are gonna turn into nothing but extra fat that we don't need. No real energy sources there that we can really use right then. So it's just going to be stored on as extra. Saturated fats and as trans fats, those things are not good for your heart health. Sodium intake, all of that extra is not good for you. Extra alcohol consumption, it's that too is going to turn into extra fat, and it's definitely not going to motivate you to do much. So this has been just a nice comprehensive lesson on healthy eating, making sure that you're paying attention to not just your eating habits, but also your physical activity, and taking into account that physical activity and your height, weight, all of those things play into how much it is that you need to eat in order to maintain your weight and even to lose weight. Remember the site that I posted and a couple other slides over. I think we can find this on our works cited page, myplate.gov. Make sure that you guys check this site out. It's really good. They have a whole template there where you can input information about yourself or anyone that you'd like to send this to. It's really, really helpful for managing weight, even losing weight, anything that you have as a goal for your weight, for your eating habits. Check this out. I'm sure it'll help you. Thank you guys for tuning in to my class. This has been our wellness discussion. My name's Sidney with Aegis Therapies. I'll see you all next time.